I'm just a simple girl who just never gave up on the journey of her dreams. I thought I want to do something and I always dreamt big. Should I know how to do the marketing? Should I know how to do the branding? Right? So
Yes.
what happens? Like just by having subject matter expertise of what you know, you cannot run a business. So many women who give up on their dreams just because they're women. They don't need a bigger reason. You know,
True.
I can't do this because I am a woman. I can't do this because I have to take care of the kids. I can't do this because nobody lets me to do this. You know, these are
Yes.
the reasons, and they become that victim player saying that, oh, how women cannot do all of that. No.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Digitotalks. I'm Manupreet Kaur, is your host for the day. I'll take a moment and introduce our guest for the day, a mentor and life coach. She's an entrepreneur, an influencer, an actor, and a proud mother. I would like to welcome Mrs. Spoorthi Vishwas. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you
Ma'am,
so much.
you truly are an inspiration to so many women out there. How would you define yourself?
A very simple girl. I can say a girl next door, raised by a very strong woman. I've been seeing and being inspired. I've been inspired by looking at a strong woman who's raised me. That's my mother. So I would say I'm just a simple girl who just never gave up on the journey of her dreams. I thought I want to do something and I always dreamt big. I wanted to do big ever since I knew, like whatever time it is. I wanted to do big and I never stopped. There were so many hurdles, but just this girl didn't stop. That's what has got me at least to where I am today.
This is what makes your journey an inspiring journey. How did your entrepreneurial journey start?
Well, to be very honest, it was by accident, I would say. In fact, my television journey also started without, it was unplanned. And my movies also were unplanned. And entrepreneurial journey, to be very honest, it was like, I used to be a host. I used to host a lot of events and things like that. So I accidentally, one of my client happened to ask me like whether you will, even organize an event. I was like, why not? I mean, I knew a lot of people. I said, okay, fine, let's do it. And then that's how I, got my first event.
Okay.
To be honest, I had made probably a profit of 3,000 rupees. I think I'm talking about back then in 2000. Let's say 2010. I think 2010, 12 years back. So 12 years back, when I was just hosting an event, happened to ask me, okay, we have another event. Would you be able to do it? I said yes. So that's how it started. Event started like this, and from there, I think there has been no look back. And then I thought I would start an event management company. So yeah, this has been a journey. I mean, started with 2,000, 3,000 rupees profits, and it went on. It's been a nice journey.
It's really, really good to hear that. Listen to your TED Talks on YouTube. And I was just listening to it this morning, and I saw that you were like from a middle class family, and then you grew and you talked about it. It was really inspiring to hear. And then you came up with that KWWA, and I was like, yes, I was so honored to interview today. And
Thank you. Thank you so much.
you started acting at a very young age. What was an important learning from being an actor which helped you later in life?
Every field is difficult. They say that actors life are full of glitz and glamour and things like that. Honestly, yes, it is on the outer edge, but hard work. So what I realized is it's just not one industry. People will say, being an actress is very easy. It's not. Okay, because we got to wake up at 3 in the morning, get up, get ready, go to the sets at 6 o'clock. You never know what time sometimes the shoot is going to end. You can work overnight, you have to travel all the way. So it's like there's a lot of things involved and a lot of hard work. And to be very honest, in my case, while acting, there were two situations where I was supposed to lose my life. One in a sea, I was shooting for a song where I slipped and fell in the middle of the sea. And that was one incident. And I was shooting in Hyderabad once again. I was supposed to cross a running train and go to the other end to escape. So I accidentally slipped, and it is just matter of 20 seconds that I lifted my leg, otherwise it was gone. So everything involves a certain hard work, risk, and it also involves your commitment. So this is what I have learned through acting. I say it's a lot of commitment, consistency, and that passion which can take you forward.
Okay. So, like, what were the challenges you faced as a beginner, and what mindset should one have to face them?
Um, I didn't see them as the challenges, which is added as a good thing for me, because I started with zero expectations. Especially when it came to acting, I never dreamt like I wanted to become one of the top actresses. I wanted to do that. I wanted to be in the limelight. No, I wanted to work. I wanted to be busy. That was my intention, and I wanted to act. So this was the only thing which I had in mind. And honestly, to be very frank, I was actively involved in films for about 5 years, and there were hardly any months that I was there without a job. I was
Uh,
continuously busy. I was working at least 15 to 20 days a month, which means
oh,
that it was like a continuous work that I had, which is very important. See, when you're targeting something like, okay, I'm going to become that, I want to become one of the top actresses and things like that, it's a span that comes, you're there for 3 years and you're gone somewhere, and people
hmm.
don't even know where you are. But what I enjoyed was the consistency, which I was working continuously. And to be very honest, in acting, I never had any challenges,
Okay.
like no challenges at all. I used to go work, and I was too young then, probably about 17, 18. So everybody used to treat me like that little kid in the sets.
Hmm.
So I was always that pampered girl, got all the priority and things like that. So no challenges. But when it came to entrepreneurs, in the beginning, I never had challenges, because I had the security of my mother, because she's a government employee, and I did not have to worry about, okay, if I'm not earning this month, I don't have anything, so I can go back home to eat. It's
Hmm.
not my commitment. So I started very early. This is the very big advantage of students starting very early, because they will not have that commitment of like, oh my god, I don't have money to survive this month. That's what
Yes.
happened with a lot of entrepreneurs. So that was not the thing with me. So that's why I was stress free, and I could put in a lot of creativity.
Hmm.
I could go back, and if this month I didn't earn anything out of business, I was not in a pressure that, okay, I cannot survive. So this
Yes.
is what it makes a difference when you're starting early at 18, 19, 20. Simultaneously, if you're starting some business or something, youngsters, so it becomes very easy for them to work without the stress,
You have some
right?
extra income.
Yes, you have some extra income, you're learning. Even if you fail, you don't have to worry about it,
Yes.
right? So you have to take calculative risk early ages. And in my case, I don't think there were challenges, but of course, now as an entrepreneur who's doing serious business, there's a lot of challenges, and you just have to deal with it. It's a part of business.
How do you juggle through various life roles, hectic schedules, and manage your time efficiently? Would you like to mention few techniques which worked out for you?
I mostly fail at it because I am a woman. It becomes an exaggeration. You have to be a good mother. You can't be it all.
Yes, of
Trust me,
course.
you can't be it all. This is the truth, and you got to accept it. This is accepted widely when the father is very busy and the mother is taking care, it doesn't matter. But when the mother is very busy and it becomes a different phase where, the father has a little more time and taking care of the kid, it is not looked upon in a right way in the society. But in my case, uh, trust me, it's been a good thing that Vishwas has played a good role in that ways, because he runs a business which is quite flexible with work timings.
Uh,
But in my case, I travel almost 15 days a month, every single month. And I am not with my daughter for almost 20, 15 days a month at least. But I have trained my daughter in such a way that if I'm going 5 days abroad or 6 days abroad, I tell her, okay, listen, I'm not here for 5 days and 6 days or something. You got to be there with Papa, or her grandparents. And my daughter understands that. So I think As a mother, I'm not 100% 10 on 10, but you can't be it all, and I have accepted that. But when I'm with her, I make sure that I give myself completely to her, and I make sure that she's happy with me. So that's why she says, whatever it is, even if she's not there 15 days, she loves me like
So
anything.
it feels good to have a supporting family as well.
Yes, yes, yes. Alone you cannot do anything. For a man to become successful, you need wife support, family support, team support. There's nothing like you can achieve something alone in this world. It's impossible. You need family, you need team, you need friends. When you're stressed at work, you need a weekend with your friends to feel better. So it's it's
Got it.
it's like everything put together.
What are the common mistakes you notice in the young entrepreneurs, and what tips would you give them to avoid it?
So young entrepreneurs, there is a lot of enthusiasm, energy is there, but there's lack of planning that happens. The lack of learning that happens is what I'm seeing. See, what they do is, for example, let's take a small business, like somebody wants learns a fashion designing course, and she decides to become an entrepreneur to start a boutique. What happens is she's good in designing, she's good in her work. She might have learned from the best of the best course and things like that, but what happens is, like, she's a good designer, but she's not a good entrepreneur. She's not got trained as an entrepreneur. She doesn't know how to handle a store. She doesn't know how to handle a team. She doesn't know how to manage money. She doesn't know how to do the marketing. She doesn't know how to do the branding. Right? So
Yes,
what happens? Like, just by having subject matter expertise of what you know, you cannot run a business.
of course.
Okay? There are two things that you can do. One, if it's a small business, you have to learn everything, take some courses, get trained, get mentored. That's the one thing. Second thing, hire somebody. If you are an expert designer, hire somebody who's an expert at business who can run the show. And you can focus on what you are good at.
Okay.
I can give you another example. For example, if you're a chef, if you're a fantastic chef, and people will inspire you, oh my God, you're such a chef, you need to open a hotel or a restaurant. That person is good at cooking, not running a
Running
hotel.
a restaurant. Yes.
Right? So he needs to do his job fantastically and hire somebody who's an expert who can run the business. But otherwise, what happens is, if he get into the operations, he can't cook and he
Cook.
can't concentrate. That also spoils.
Hmm.
This also spoils.
Yes.
So you need to know that as an entrepreneur, there's a lot of other things that, it's a game of numbers, and you need to be rest assured that you should know what are the different departments of business, and you should be able to run it.
What was the vision behind KWWA, and how has it impacted the women entrepreneurs throughout Karnataka?
The only vision behind KWA was to tell out the world loud and clear that there's so many women out there who has achieved a lot in spite of all those challenges. Because I've seen so many women who give up on their dreams just because they're women. They don't need a bigger reason.
Hmm.
You know,
True.
I can't do this because I am a woman. I can't do this because I have to take care of the kids. I can't do this because I nobody lets me to do this. These are
Yes.
the reasons, and they become that victim player saying that, oh, how women cannot do all of that. No. So I wanted to, the vision was behind this was very clear, to tell out these stories very loudly and at least inspire those people. I don't want to inspire those people who don't have that kind of a fire in them. I want to inspire those people who really have that fire but don't have that roadmap.
Hmm. Got
So that's the whole point in it. So we wanted to tell these stories to them, and then, okay, listen, they have done it, you can also do it. And now, after this, if you want to go ahead and get trained, then we have a training company.
like some people like to grow and they reach out to you to help them grow.
Right.
Okay.
So we just don't recognize women achievers, we create women achievers. That's the whole motto of KWA and Dream Big Training Company.
Oh. So you have also worked and trained these women entrepreneurs, and how has it impacted you, and did you learn something from them while interacting with them?
Absolutely, a lot. To be very honest, every new person is, I'm talking to you now. There's something that at least you're getting that kind of an energy from young girl like you, so that you're learning something.
Yes.
That's what I believe. And Training has given me immense confidence, to be very honest, right? I was a confident woman, but the kind of confidence that training has given me, because whenever I used to go and train, the kind of response I used to get was like, oh my God, this has changed our life. I have done so many things. After this training, I have done, I have done so many events. I have started my own business. Today, and I was there and I'm here today. I've come this far. All these things have very largely given me confidence that, okay, I belong here. I belong to this industry and I'm here to give my expertise. It's not just should stay within me. I have to give this expertise to a lot of people. So it has given me confidence. It has given me a lot of love. This has given me, I think I can say beyond everything, the satisfaction of
That
giving
you
a
do
skill.
something.
Yeah, giving a skill to somebody because of which they take it for their life and put in that skill to get the living out of it. I think nothing like it. And that's the power of training.
Okay. And I also feel like that there is a sense of belongingness to some place, that yes, you can make a difference in this sector.
Absolutely, absolutely. No doubt in it.
So, like, you're also a mother. So, what's your favorite part of being a mother, and what positive changes it has brought in you?
A favorite part of being a mother is I know it might sound a little funny. The best part I enjoy the most is when my daughter is sleeping and I really feel good when I'm holding her hand. I just, even if she's sleeping, I just put her hands on my hands and I just hold it. You know, that gives me a lot of satisfaction. Even today I do it. Otherwise, I mean, she's sleeping a little far, I just pull her, put her here, and I make her sleep. That's the, that kind of feeling is very good.
It's the
uh,
unconditional love of a mother.
Absolutely. So I like that feeling, and I like, that feeling of, when you look at her, okay, this is something which I have made, this is something,
Yes.
it's a part of me. And sometimes I look at my daughter and I'm like, oh my God, she came out of me, really? You get that feeling, right?
Yes, I'm getting that.
I have created in this world, and it's the most beautiful feeling.
Like, I can totally understand you, because like how you're talking right now about your daughter and like loving her, like same thing my mother does to me, and she's like way too attached to me. So I can really understand from your perspective. I can
True,
understand my mother.
true, 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 true.
So, okay, any last note for our viewers, especially the female audience watching you?
So the last note, I would say, is 20 to 30 is a golden age. It's like the best age. The kind of energy you have in this period is nothing like it, because you can create wonders. Don't start late. Start as early as possible. Create multiple source of income. Earn as much as possible. Become financially stable. It's just not about earning. It's also about earning skills. Become an expert in one domain that nobody is as good as you. Like, for example, if you're a designer, keep upgrading yourself to the next level, next level, next level. Keep learning new skills. Your value increases by the skills that you have. So increase your skills and your ability as much as possible in the age of 20 to 30. And I always tell this to youngsters, whether it's men, women, or anybody, you have to have a control over three things, which is extremely important. So the first thing is the control on what you speak. You should always have a control of what you speak, whether you're angry, whether you're sad, whether you're in happiness. You should know what you're supposed to speak and what not to speak. The second thing is you should have a control over what you eat. Right, you should decide what you eat, and your tongue should not decide it. So control on what you eat. And the third thing is control over your money.
Hmm.
You should control what you're earning, you should control what you're saving, and you should control what you're spending. If these three things are managed in these 20s to 30s now, I think your life is really sorted. This is where a lot of people fail. So control on talk, control on eating, control your control. I'm not saying you should not eat ice cream, you should not eat all of that, but taking care of your health is very important, because you have another 40 years to live.
To live. Yes.
Right. So being healthy is very important, and control money, very, very important. Like, I've seen youngsters saying that kal kaun rahega. I mean, will we
Huh.
leave or not? Let's enjoy today. Bullshit. You're going to live and you have to live in this world. So make sure that you have money for tomorrow.
Of course. Okay, it was a great pleasure to have you on the show, ma'am. Thank you for taking time for us to come to this show and share the experience of your journey and give us an understanding of what we should do in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Manupri.
Let's stop the recording.